Hi guys, welcome to day 7 of live stream building custom chat app in FlutterFlow. And sorry for starting a little bit late because I had some network issues. Now everything is fine. So let's get started. So for those who are new today, I would wrap up the things which we have done in the past streams. One is we have built the UI of Auth screen where we have sign up and sign in screens and forgot password screens. I'll run the app and show you what all we have built. So yeah, app is running. So as you can see from past 6 streams, we have built authentication screen. In that we have create account UI and sign in login UI, and we have forgot password UI, and we have also configured the logics for this. Let us log in. And we have built the home screen for chats where we have uh, like list of chats. You can see stories and etc. in create chat. So this is just UI. We have been built backend yet for this, and our goal was to create both web and mobile responsive designs. So we have chat which is responsive for both mobile and web. So as you can see here, we have chats responsive, and you can see like for web it will for replying and other actions we have pop like this, and for mobile when we long press on a message, this one will have a bottom sheet like this. So these are the UI which we have built from the past streams, and we now yesterday I asked few guys few questions where we had to decide either to use the existing theme what we have in the app, or use the inspiration theme like which we were using for designing, which is yellow and white. I thought yellow and white was good, so I asked the suggestions of that. Let me put it side by side. These were the inspirations which we took from starting to build the UI of chat UI, and you can see the drop. The bottom sheet also we go inspired from the one what you see there, and we have built this now in this live stream. And I haven't got any responses for which backend to use, either Superbase or Firebase or any other stack for chat. So what I'm going to do is I'll use the default for Firebase for backend, and let's get started. So we already have the UI for currently. I'm starting out with the basic setup, even though I designed the schema in a scalable way where we can have a full-fledged features like which is chat application will have. But currently we have image feature where user can upload images or text, or they can reply to the particular message. So let's work on that. Now we need to build schema for this in Firebase FlutterFlow, so we can connect the backend and see the chat app working. We asked Cloud for some suggestions like what to use, what schema to use, etc. We had few suggestions. Let us see what all will we have. So here it suggested some schema where it can be scalable for one-on-one chat, group chat, and also have different kind of messages like files or images, text, etc. We'll take some inspiration from this, but not exactly this, and we'll build our schema. Let's put this to the side. Let us keep this here. We have chats here where we for the chats the thing we have like sender ID listed under each chat. So for chat we have type of chat and null for direct group name. Okay, and we have description photo URL created by. So this is schema for chats, which is like which chats, and for inside that we'll have a nested collection called messages, and then we'll have members nested under each chat sub collection, op- optional but not recommended for groups, add list queries. Let's create the schema. So we want both group chats and normal chats because I'm building the schema in a way that in future when we have more and more videos about this chat application, we need the schema expandable. So currently we just have image and text, but in future we'll add more and more features for it. So let's get started. I'll remove this default. Yesterday we added this. We'll remove that. We'll add type. Let's also tell this that So it gave me full details about the schema. It looks scalable, and it actually gave me more than what I asked it. Let us create the schema. We'll go to data types in FlutterFlow. So what I've done is I asked it to give me JSON for the formats for the data types which it used in the schema. So where I can just let me remove the existing ones. So when I want, like, I can just copy this and copy the name of this. So as I said in previous streams, I'll be using snake case with smaller letters for naming and naming pages, schema, etc. But for the parameters and like page parameters, component parameters, and page state, app state, we need to use Pascal case. We'll create using this, create data type from JSON. We'll paste this name, last message type, copy the JSON here, paste it here, and create. So as you can see, like, it is instant. We don't need to define each and everything. So we just like create it and we have the data type ready. We'll do same for reply to type, paste JSON, paste it here, copy and paste. Here reply to message content type. And make sure, like, whenever you do this, you understand the entire schema what you're being pasted, because it's important when you're building the front end. Like, we don't have any waste fields. You're understanding each and every content type. And we have poll options. Great. Now I've created the required data types. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make changes in the schema, the users. So users, have we need to make a few changes. We need to have status of the user, which should be string, and we have last seen, which is date time, created at, we already have, updated at, and we need FMC token. The FMC token is like it is useful for sending push notifications, so we need that. And also for status and everything, we'll copy paste the documentation, so we'll know which values to use. And we have for the user, let's go to chats. Now for chats, we need to have type, which is a string, and we'll have name, which is also a string. So name is also a string. We'll edit the documentation here, direct or group, like type. So whenever, like in future, whoever is editing this template, note that how for each, like whenever you don't understand any particular schema, you can click on the documentation and you can see like the purpose of it, like what why I defined it. And we have this description of the chat. So this only applies for group chat in case of group chat. Have photo URL. This is also for in case of groups. It should be image path. And created by, which is document reference of user. Created at, which is timestamp, date time. Updated at is also a date time. And last message is data type. Last message type. And we have participants. This is also for groups. Or like even if it is a single chat, we have like user A and user B. Participants, you will have document reference, users, and each list is equals to true. Participants, data type, document reference, each list is equals to true, users, and you participant IDs for querying. And we have admins for in case of group. This is also a list of users, user reference. We have admin IDs. And unread count, which should be integer. Hi guys, I just completed creating schema. I'll explain you what exactly it is. So we have chats collection, and in that we have that particular main parent chats schema here, where it have like chat type. It is either direct or group. Like it can be one-on-one chat between two people, or it can be a group chat, right? Because we are deciding by a string. And then we have name of the name and description. This only applies for group chat, where we have like name of the chat and description of that group, etc. And photo URL in case of group. And we have created by person who creates the chat is the person who initiates it. And updated at last message. So last message, so you can see last message type, which all includes text, who is the sender name and timestamp, and type. Type it can be either file or it can be a voice message or anything like that. And we have is read, and we have is read. Like this can we can use to show if message is read it by the user or not, like that. And then we have updated at left some chance. Okay, the last message and participants. These are like number of participants. This can be either two people and multiple people in case of group. Participant IDs. So this to give clarity about why I have like IDs and admin IDs and different things, because when we have document reference, or in case if you wanted to search any particular user, or if in case let's say somebody we have a search functionality within the chat where we give them full-fledged this one to search any chat message. Let's say a person wanted to search uh, only messages which where he's been mentioned, right? In that case it is useful for if you have just chat IDs, participant IDs, admin IDs, etc. And inside that we have two sub collections, messages and members. Messages are like all the messages within that particular group or chat. And we have members is like a number of members within that. It can be two people or number of members. We have like user ID, role of that particular user, can be admin, member, or moderator. And we can see joined at last read timestamp of that particular chat, muted until notification enabled or not. In case of we have custom names, right, user names, in case they can keep that. And metadata. So metadata, this is optional. Metadata is in case if you wanted to store particular data of that particular message, right? You can give a, you can see I've created the data type. We can give a custom key name and value. And message content type, you can see like we have the text message, media URLs in case of images. And we have media type, it can be video, audio, or file, anything, file URL of that particular thing, video URL, and type of the file, file size, etc. These are like other options. Voice URL and duration, waveform of that thing if you show for voice message. And we have options, multiple votes, expires at it. So in case of we if we have it is a poll, right? So we have options for that poll. And for each option, like you can see you have poll option type, like vote, text, etc. And then option type, let me see message content here, content type, options. So this should be a data type, not a string. So this is a list of options. And we have like for each poll we have like ID of that particular poll, text of that poll, and number of votes for that particular poll option. And we have reactions. For each reaction we have emoji and number of user reacted to that emoji. And in case of reply to, unread count, etc. And we have chats, user chats. I asked like why do we need this. So the thing is, let's say you have like lot of chats, right? You have like 100,000 chats, or no, at least like 10,000 chats. If you wanted to get particular user chats for this particular user, you cannot go entire chats collection in the Firebase. You cannot read all of them to get just particular user chats. So for that purpose, we are just having a separate chats user chats where it stores all the chats of that particular user. So we just query in case like in home here we have um, chats, right? So when we wanted to show the list of chats, instead of querying entire database, we are just querying this collection with the user reference, and we get all the list of chats within that, right? So for that reason, I created that. And yeah, so for your clarity, what I'll do is I'll create a Notion doc, which I'll make public, where you guys, I'll make it in a structured way. I'll add all the schema there, so you can access anytime to understand uh, what the exact field and what is the type. Let me show you. Give me a second. Let me create a Notion page. Chat FlutterFlow custom chat schema. So guys, as you can see, I've documented the schema, what we have created in the in FlutterFlow. I'll make this public, so anyone with the link can access anytime. I'll share it in the comments. Can view. So here you can see the type of the message and its data type in FlutterFlow and its example value. So what kind of value is it and the explanation of that particular value. For example, you can see you don't understand like why participant IDs are there, right? You can see array of user IDs for efficient querying. Like this, you have explanation for each and every schema we have created in FlutterFlow, so it's easier for you. And for data types, you have documentation for data types here. So far, whatever I created the schema, I have added here. You guys can refer this particular link for any reference. And tomorrow, we are going to integrate this schema and connect the backend and make all the chats work. And eventually, we'll add more and more features. Like you can see, if you see the schema, it is designed in a way that it is scalable for a large scale chat app with all the features, right? So mostly this would be one of the complex build, but we'll go incremental once we'll have image, which is basic image and text features, and then as we scale, we build more and more. Um, Actually, for database, Firebase is good, but it's not that efficient in long term. Like it can be costly. Look, I'm still like I'm using FlutterFlow right now. We can consider other databases in future once we get more feedback. And for file sharing and image sharing, we can see if Firebase storage is efficient. If not, we'll try any other CDNs for hosting the files. And yeah, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll sit on the back end and make sure these chats work, right? Thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. What do you think? Like, if you need any changes or you think like there is any different efficient way, we'll follow that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. I'm planning more and more content, not just live streams and also individual quality content where I plan a specific part, and mostly initial content I'm thinking to upload is like creating small videos for basic stuff, like how to create a video player in FlutterFlow, how to have a Stripe Connect integration, because now I don't see any tutorial which shows fully how to have Stripe multi-vendor setup with Stripe Connect. So I'm planning for that, and have like other unique features which are not covered in basic tutorials anywhere in YouTube or anywhere. So I'm just getting started. So hopefully, yeah. Thank you for your support. Stay tuned. See you in next stream. Thank you so much.